Hi, Sue Charlebois here from New Normal, working from home and loving it. Today I'm here to talk to you about decision making and prioritizing when you work within a partnership. So this is a question that has come up to me from someone recently who is just started a business in a partnership, a relatively new business, but 6 months old. And some problems have arisen in the communication between the partners, and the problems usually are about, well, how do I approach this subject, and when do I put my foot down, and this kind of stuff. So one of the things that's super important in any partnership that you're going to be embarking in is that everybody has a clear purpose for being there, a reason why they deserve to be a partner in the partnership. So those reasons could be money, they could be experience, it could be skills, right? Or a combination of all three. And everybody who's in that partnership needs to know the value of that, right? So that's the first thing. So understanding everybody's value in the partnership. Then the next thing is to have very clear defined roles in terms of who's going to do what, okay? Who's going to have what decision-making power, and how are you going to handle problems and decisions together. So the way I like to look at that is, let's say you have one person who is really good at marketing and another person who's really good at money. Okay, very simple, two very opposite kind of personality types. So one person is going to make all of the creative decisions, or is going to take all of the creative actions, and another person is going to take all of the financial actions. However, the decision making might be shared. Okay, in other words, maybe this person is really good in graphic design, but they're not going to unilaterally decide on what the logo is going to be. Of course, they're going to, they're just going to do that grunt work. They're going to take responsibility for it, and it's going to be their job to present it and communicate that information to the other team members, the other partners. Same thing goes for the person who's in charge of the finance. They're not going to be spending all the money, but it's going to be their job to track all of the spending and make sure that all of the projections are done, and then communicate that information back into the partnership. So that brings us to the next step, which is regular meetings. And meetings should always be structured. So when you go into a meeting, you should know what the agenda is. So what are you going to be talking about? And what you should be talking about is what was done last week. So where are you on the projects that you're already working on? What are the projects that you are developing? Delegating who's going to do what on those projects. Setting up a timeline, okay, with realistic objectives and budgets. Okay, so you're going to be talking always on those kind of business terms. So, okay, who did this? How did that go? Are there any delays? Do we need to make any adjustments? All right, what's next on the agenda? Okay, so we want to do this, that. What has to be in place before we can make that, right? And so, Joe, you're going to handle that, and Tim, you're going to handle that. Okay, great. And then you have a secretary, or somebody acts as the secretary. They take the notes. And it's that person's secretary's job to make sure that the agenda is respected and followed, at every meeting. So I hope that clarifies it a little bit. I know I kind of went through that a bit fast, but it really is sort of, I'll just touch through that again. What is the value that each partner has, or every member that's coming to the table here has, executives or whatever. Everybody should be aware of what that value is. The decision-making roles should be clearly defined. Who can make what decisions and to what degree? So at what point can you make a unilateral decision, and at what point do you need to make a group decision? Okay, and then you need to have regular meetings to communicate what is happening with various projects, and whoever's in charge of what needs to keep the team informed and updated. And then any decisions or any obstacles that are faced, can be addressed together as a team. So I hope that clarifies. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you have any other questions or you want to learn any more tips, please pick up my book. It's available on Amazon. And be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, everybody.